like damn. Give me some food for thought. Changing the pasta you had in your heart. Hey.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Tyrell Clemens. I'm coming to my beautiful wife, Miss Wendy. And I said your name. I said your name, girl. And it's time for your breakfast for your soul, your food for thought. So, Wendy, what do you have for them on? What's that, Wednesday? On this wide open, wonderful Wednesday. What you got, girl?
Okay, wacky man. It's Marcus Lemonis that says this.
Lemonis.
It's very short and simple. Don't compromise who you are.
Say that thing with some authority.
Don't compromise who you are.
Here's what I got to get y'all to understand. So many people are trying to do so many things, but I don't care what you are trying to do. I don't care what you're trying to accomplish. One thing that is so important, you cannot compromise the person that you are. For example, I know some people, once they join certain organizations, and in order to join certain organizations, they got to do different things. And look, that's not you. You don't do that. Don't act like that because you want to join an organization. That's not you. Don't compromise.
You assume back to your college days.
Who you are? I wasn't talking about myself in particular, but it might be. But like I said, don't compromise the person that you are. Don't compromise your values, your beliefs for anything.
I mean, even when you let people go to churches sometimes, you see that where obviously they get part of church and they change who they are and they change their personality and things. You
can still be the same person. Look, you don't have to change your whole entire value and who you are to fit in. And so I want you to understand that the way you are, you might be a little weird to some people. You might be a little funny. You might be whatever you are. You are special. I want you to get that thing in your mind. Whatever gifts you have, whatever quirks you have, whatever idiosyncrasies you have, you are special. So don't compromise.
And wonderfully made.
Say that thing again.
You are fearfully and wonderfully made.
You're great. And so many people I see, they just don't feel like they fit in. They don't fit into the crowd, so they try to change who they are. They don't like certain things, but these people like it, so I gotta act like I like it. Look, be who you are. Look, I want you to be successful. I want you to have a business. If you don't do certain things, don't allow your business to have that. Don't do it just because that's the end thing, the cool thing.
He doing it. She doing it.
You can't compromise who you are. And there's a blessing that's associated with that. It's called being real. When you're real, when you're being authentic, when you're being your true self, there's a blessing associated with that. Soon people are going to look at you and say, look, he's not like everybody else, and she's not like everybody else. They're different. And see, what you got to understand, God calls us all to be different for a reason. That there's a person that God is calling you to help, and somebody they want somebody to look like them, act like them. You don't have to fit in with that crowd. You are meant to accomplish something special, but you can't accomplish that if you're sacrificing who you really are. If you're compromising who you really are, you have certain values. Stay true to those values. I don't care what it is. Certain boundaries you have in your life. Don't cross those boundaries just to fit in, just to accomplish a goal. It's not okay. And I see so many people, once they finally cross that line and become something they're not happy. They accomplished the goal of being a doctor. They accomplished the goal of being a lawyer. They started their business, but the thing they said they wanted, they accomplished it, but they're not happy. They're not happy because they sacrificed who they really are. See, so the Tyrell didn't accomplish that goal because I ain't really Tyrell no more. John didn't really accomplish that goal, but John didn't really accomplish it because he's not himself. You gotta be yourself. Don't be anybody else. Don't fake it. Don't fake it. Be who you are. And I really want you to get this thing because you can't compromise that. There's certain things that you have to compromise in life. You get married, man, I'm just telling you that there is going to be a compromise. Listen, fellas, I'm talking to y'all. Women, y'all don't compromise.
We do too. Oh, hold on.
See, look at it. She can't even compromise on my joke right there. See, that's my point. It's a certain level of compromise that has to happen. We on camera, girl. We know you compromise. The thing is, you can't even compromise right now.
I have to.
The compromise has to happen, but there's certain things you can't compromise. You can't compromise who you are. There's certain things you believe in that you can't compromise. And I don't want you to allow yourself to become something you're not just to accomplish some type of goal. It's so important.
Don't lose yourself.
You can't. You can't. There's no goal that's important enough that you lose yourself. Be who you are. Be true to yourself, and you keep pushing.
There can only be one you,
There's
so be
only
proud
one.
of it.
Be proud of it. Now, if you don't like something about yourself, I'm not telling you that you can't change. I'm not telling you that you can't work to improve yourself.
But other things don't change your core values, your core thing, those
Your
things
fundamental
that make you essentially you.
Yeah, you don't change your fundamental values. There's something that makes you, things that you believe in, things that you value. Don't allow those things to change just for
Unless
a flip
those
of reason.
things are negative for you. Now then you might want to change.
I mean, look, if you got some bad issues, now let's be honest. If you got some issues that need to change, that ain't what we're talking about now. You got some things, and you're hanging out with people, and those people are improving you.
Like for instance,
good.
For instance, you say I'm never going to do drugs. I'm never going to do this. But all of a sudden, the cool crowd over here, doing drugs, and then you say, oh yeah, I guess if I want to fit in, I gotta do it too.
And so we're talking about negative things. All right, we're not talking about if you're a procrastinator, you don't never do your work on time, and all of a sudden you hang out with folks, and now you're starting to work harder. No, we ain't talking about that. We're talking about the things that you value, the positive things that you are. Don't compromise that.
And get rid of the destructive, but those positive things.
All right, so make sure y'all stay true to yourselves. All right, that is your breakfast for your soul, your food for thought. Bye.
Instant Clemens.